I believe you stop by because you want something that can be a game changer for your relationship. Don't worry, you are in the right place, and I'm going to give you 9 solid game changing factors that can make a big difference in your relationship. Some people think that relationship is a very complicated avenue, but I don't see it like that. You just have to follow certain things, know your partner better, and things can change for you. But before I get into it, make sure you have subscribed to this very channel. My name is Brother Bobby. You can call me Love Doctor Obi. Now, the first is effective communication. Everyone can communicate, but it takes extra effort to communicate effectively. For you have conveyed your message, but the person is not able to understand it the way you wanted them to understand. And that becomes a problem. And so practice communication, spend time to encode, learn about your partner and know what this message is going to do to them. If the message is going to hurt them, you don't have to say it, or you have to find a better way to encode it in a way that they can also decode it without getting angry. Most people just say whatever that comes to their mind. They will just say that, oh, for me, I'm straightforward. For me, I say it as it is. That is not wisdom. No one is asking you to lie. But sending a message or communicate to the other person without compromising your relationship is wisdom. And so if you learn how to encode a message to people for them to also decode in a way that will transform or help the relationship, it will make a great change in your relationship. The second thing is spending quality time. People do not understand quality time. It could be few minutes, it could be few hours, but quality time is time for us alone. Most people think that spending quality time means that, okay, let me take you to a restaurant or a dinner. I mean, I'm taking you to the restaurant, but you have no idea whether I am okay with it or not. But because I probably want to make you happy, but you both have to discuss and know whether everyone is going to enjoy that particular moment. There are a lot of men who are taking women to dinner because the women want to go. They take women to beaches or places because the women want to go, not because the men wanted to go. But when you sit down to discuss, you could have a mutual thing that can help you spend quality time. Now, one thing that is destroying relationship is because you do not have shared goals and values. And having shared goals and values can be a game changer for your relationship. I mean, we meet people every day and we are attracted to them by their physical appearance, the way they talk, or their demeanor, not knowing their values, their principles, and certain things that defines them. But when we go into the relationship, we do not spend time to find out those things. A person's belief, their values, their norms are key to relationship. And so you have to identify someone whom you share those values with, whom you share the same faith with, whom you share the same norms with. Because norms differs from backgrounds. You can be living in the same country, but you have different norms and understanding to certain things. You may not have the same values or the same goals, and that is going to hurt or harm the relationship going forward. If you can come together with shared goals and values, that can make a great difference for your relationship. Now, the fourth thing is that you have to look for individual growth. We have so many relationships that only one person keeps progressing and the other party is left behind. When it happens like that, there is no happiness in that relationship. The person may be happy for you, but genuinely, they do not want that kind of thing for you because they feel inferior to you. But seeking for each other's personal growth or individual growth helps change things for you. So as you advance or progress, you try to bring your partner upwards a little. Usually the men try to seek for academic laurels, achievement, other things, leaving the women behind thinking that they're supposed to be mothers and home. And that is not going to help the relationship. You get to a stage where they might not be able to have the same psychological capacity as you do have. And you might blame them that they do not match you or whatsoever because you left them behind. And so we should seek for each individual's growth. And once you do that, that could be a great change for your relationship. You will not have issues and they will not have difficulties understanding whatever thing you are saying because they are following keenly your steps and they're also upgrading themselves. Help them apply for that university, help them go to that school, help them take that travel, help them take that course, help them build on that career they've always been dreaming of. Don't always be pushing yourself, leaving them behind. Now, the fifth thing is that you have to express your affection. There are a number of relationships that we do not express affection. At the early stage of the relationship, we show each other our love, our affection, we buy gifts, we show everything that we have. After 6 months, we don't show anything again. and the relationship is falling apart, it's becoming boring because we think that, we know each other and we are familiar with each other. We don't have to impress anybody. But relationship is not about impressing somebody, it's about keeping the love going. So keep expressing your affection towards your partner in the relationship. That can be a great game changer for you. Now, the next thing is that you have to respect individual differences. One of the difficult things in relationship is understanding each other. And when you do not understand each other's differences and respect them, the relationship is not going to work. But when you understand that this person comes from a different background and I also come from a different background, provided their differences are a good cause, you have to respect it. And if you think it is not a good cause, then there's no need being in that relationship. But you have to respect their differences. Understand that the person is not like you. One is a man, one is a woman. Other than that, there are other things that you have to respect, that you differ in so many ways. And provided that thing is good for the relationship, respect that and see how best you can help improve on that kind of thing. And if you're able to respect each other's differences, that will be a game changer for your relationship. And the next thing is having conflict resolution skills. You know, most people do not know how to resolve conflicts because we are not taught conflict resolutions. We think that we use our own approach to say whatever we want to say. Sometimes we can be aggressive, it can be defensive, we can be biased when it comes to conflict resolution. But learning conflict resolution skills help you understand the other party. When you're in the midst of resolving a conflict, that is not the point of accusing the person or the point of undermining the person or looking down on them. You can never resolve a conflict that way. And so you need to understand that whenever you are resolving conflict, you have to put yourself aside, or the one who is leading the conflict resolution should be able to bring themselves too low and let the other party talk. Most people resolve conflict by only speaking and telling the people what they are supposed to do. That is not conflict resolution. But during conflict resolution, you should be able to listen more. Let the other party talk. Let them express their grievances. Understand them. Before you reply to anything or you retaliate with whatever that you want to say, acknowledge the fact that you respect their concerns and you note their concerns and whatever that they're talking about before you even counter yours or you bring yours up. But if you do not acknowledge or respect whatever views they are bringing during that conflict, you're not going to have a solution for that. And so learn conflict resolution skills, and that can be a game changer for your relationship. Now, trust and transparency is the next thing that can help you make a difference in your relationship. You have to be transparent enough. You don't have to be hiding things from that person. Once you agree to be in a relationship with that person, understand that they are not themselves anymore and you are not yourself anymore. Though we have our privacies, but in order not to have the people suspect us in everything that we do, make things transparent enough. Because you understand that if the person is not transparent enough, or they keep hiding things, they're not telling you things, they keep secrets, they hide their phones, they lock their phones with passwords and so many things, you would feel uncomfortable. So we need to put ourselves in the shoes of our partners and be transparent enough, because transparency breeds trust. People can only trust you when they can see through you. And so you don't expect me to give my trust to you in this relationship when I cannot see through you, because you're not transparent enough. And so you always complain that they don't trust you. It's because you're not transparent enough. When it comes to trust, you don't even have to explain yourself. The person got to trust you because of whatever thing that you're doing, because you've proven yourself to them that everything is clear. You know whatever is going on in my life. You know what I'm doing. So there's nothing to be afraid of, and you do not have any choice but to trust me. So be transparent enough, and the trust will automatically come. And if you become transparent in your relationship, that will make a great difference in your relationship. Trust me on this one. The last thing I'm going to say is appreciation and gratitude. Most people lack appreciation and gratitude in relationship. We think we don't owe each other anything. After all, you are giving men sex, you are giving man, so that is all. So that appreciation is one thing that everyone likes. You can ask yourself, if I'm lying, you should tell me. When you do things for people, you expect them to appreciate you. So why don't you appreciate them? You don't only need to appreciate people when they do big things or great things for you. The little things that they keep doing for you, appreciate them for those things. So learn to say thank you, learn to appreciate your partner, learn to show gratitude. And that will be a game changer for your relationship. I believe these things will help transform and change your relationship. It will make a great difference in your relationship. My name is Bedobo. You can call me Love Dr. Obi. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you in my next video.